Welcome to Reality 33 TV. Alexander O'Neal was born in Natchez, Mississippi in 1953. He was one of 6 children. At the age of 14, he began singing with a local band called the Soul Morticians. At the age of 20, he relocated to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where he performed with several bands before meeting with Prince and Morris Day about potentially being in the time. According to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Prince did not take well to Alexander's questions regarding the money, and the next day, Morris called the producers to tell them he would be the lead singer of the group. In his TVOne Unsung, Alexander said he believes the reason was he did not have the look that Prince wanted for the group, and that he was, quote, too black for the group. 5 years later, Clarence Avant hired Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis to work on his label, Taboo Records, and they called Alexander to do vocals. Clarence heard the demo and wanted to meet Alex, and he signed his first deal. In 1985, O'Neal released his self-titled debut album under the production of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. It included 3 singles that reached the top 20 of the R&B singles charts. The same year, he also scored his first R&B top 10 single with Saturday Love, a duet with Cherrelle from her High Priority album. The song peaked at number 2 on the R&B chart and number 26 on the pop chart, while also beginning a string of UK hit singles for O'Neal by peaking at number 6 on the UK singles chart in early 1986. During this time, Alex developed a cocaine habit which spiraled out of control, leading Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis to refuse to record a second album with him unless he cleaned up his ways. They insisted he go to rehab and pay for his treatment, and after, they recorded his album Hearsay, which was certified gold in the US and yielded his biggest US hit with Fake, which topped the R&B chart and reached number 25 on the pop chart. The song also peaked at number 7 on the Billboard dance charts. The follow-up single, Criticize, peaked at number 4 on the R&B chart and number 70 on the pop chart. The third single, Never Knew Love Like This, another duet with Cherrelle, peaked at number 2 on the R&B chart and number 28 on the pop chart. O'Neal was enjoying even greater success in the UK, where Hearsay peaked at number 4 on the UK albums chart, eventually being certified triple platinum and spawning 6 top 40 hits on the UK singles chart. The most successful of these gave O'Neal his biggest UK hit, with Criticize peaked at number 4 on the chart in late 1987. Fake became a UK top hit 40 twice, first in 1987, followed by a remix, Fake 88, in 1988. The Hit Mix, a mega mix of O'Neal's hits, also reached the UK top 20. Despite all of his success, Alexander was not content. He admitted he was a recluse, and the fame and attention did not make him happy, which ultimately led him back downhill with his addiction. And again, Jimmy and Terry asked him to go into rehab, but he was reluctant, and he began to miss studio sessions, which led Jimmy and Terry to drop out of producing halfway through the project, and Clarence Avant had to step in. The result was his 4th album, All True Man. The album was certified gold in the US, with the title track reaching number 5 on the R&B chart and number 43 on the pop chart. The album became his biggest charting release in the UK, reaching number 2 and going gold, although it ultimately sold fewer copies than Hearsay. In 1992, his first greatest hits album, This Thing Called Love, the greatest hits of Alexander O'Neal, became another top 5 success in the UK. Alexander's addiction got worse, and Jimmy and Terry left his side for good, as well as other executives began to distance themselves. In 1993, O'Neal's final album with the Taboo label, Love Makes No Sense, was released. This was the first album made without production from Jam and Lewis. Although it reached the UK top 20 and 2 singles from the album reached the UK top 40, sales were not as strong as his earlier releases. After leaving Taboo, O'Neal signed for Motown, but no singles or albums were released. In 1995, another greatest hits compilation, The Best of Alexander O'Neal, was released. A year later, the compilation was re-released with 3 added tracks from O'Neal's short period with Motown. In 1996, his first album with One World Records, Lovers Again, was released. The album did not chart in the UK, though the single Let's Get Together reached the UK top 40. In 2008, O'Neal released Alex Loves, his first studio album in 6 years. The album peaked at number 49 in the UK and was his first charting album of new material in 15 years. In 2014, O'Neal signed a new management deal with Howard Pearl, which awarded him extensive tours, and he became a cast member on Celebrity Big Brother. In 2019, O'Neal made an appearance alongside Cherrelle at the Soul Train Awards to pay tribute to longtime collaborators Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Despite fans' speculation over the years, Cherrelle and Alexander only had a platonic relationship. Alexander has 8 children from previous relationships and has been married to his backup dancer, Cynthia Campa, for over 20 years. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more.